Just a day after the United Nations Security Council voted unanimously to impose new sanctions against North Korea, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is urging member states of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations to take a tougher stance on Pyongyang. The foreign ministers meeting in Manila have issued a joint statement expressing concerns over what's happening in the Korean peninsula, calling on North Korea to immediately stop its ballistic missile launches and nuclear tests. The ASEAN leaders are also tackling other issues impacting the region, including the rise of ISIL, law enforcement, refugees, and trade.
I, too, am pleased to be here and welcome all of you for this U.S.-ASEAN ministerial, and this represents the third opportunity already in the last 6 months that I have had to engage with ASEAN, first with your ambassadors and then with all of you in Washington. So 3 engagements in 6 months, I think, is indicative of the importance that the United States pays and places upon this relationship with ASEAN.
ASEAN nations have always described the bloc as a catalyst for peace, providing a platform for stability in a tug-of-war between world powers. But it's an organization that is deeply divided, especially when it comes to the most thorny issue of all, China. Its claim of nearly all of the vital waterways in the South China Sea has led to disputes with at least 3 ASEAN member states. The United Nations Conventions of the Law of the Seas has declared China's claim as invalid. But Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte has refused to use the arbitration ruling won by the Philippines against China at The Hague. A framework on a code of conduct between China and ASEAN is expected to lay the ground rules that will guide navigation and exploration in disputed waters. These countries have adopted the framework this week, but it's not legally binding. President Duterte has maintained what he calls a soft approach to China, favoring talks to settle disputes in the South China Sea. So now, Vietnam finds itself the lone strong voice among ASEAN countries against China.
I think there has been a deliberate decision by the Duterte administration to ensure that the chairmanship of the Philippines this year will not lead to any critical statement as far as China's activities in the South China Sea are concerned.
China has also been building closer relations with other ASEAN member states like Thailand and Cambodia, and its influence has been growing over the last few decades. And just like the previous summits, many see this one in Manila as another failed opportunity for ASEAN to assert itself. Jamila, Alindogan, Jazeera, Manila.